Let me do a thing real quick. Yeah, let's put it together before this part. You might retake it like, you know,
Yes, bingo, yeah.
Is the mic worth credit? If I'm talking in here, is this bar moving? No?
Oh, it moved up for like a half second. Do you want me to make noise over there? Hey, live stream that's not existent. I'm going to be talking next to this microphone.
Sam, can you hear the microphone? Please do tell.
What?
Sam, tell me if the mic's working.
Yeah. You want to talk? Alright, I'm talking on stage. I'm doing nothing. I'm testing the microphone. Okay, can you mute over here as well? Like, kind of projecting. Okay, so we are doing it over here. Time.
I know.
My phone isn't working. No, the mic's not working. I don't know. God, that guy in the phone is like a total douche. You see that guy? Yeah, no, it's fucking awful. Mike's not even. Hey, can I get some help with the mic? I don't know. The audience. No, yeah, well, it's fucking Notre Dame. What do you expect? I don't know. Okay, yeah. I hate this job. Hey, how we doing today? Good, good. You guys ready to hear some stand-up?
good here. We got a great group of funny people here today. Going to tell you some awesome jokes. Jokes that hopefully you'll laugh to. I know a lot of the people that support me in my life don't laugh at my jokes. But it's out of love. Like my mom doesn't laugh at my jokes anymore. Instead, when I tell her a joke, she just stops and goes,
Good, Thomas. Good. Did you write that down? I go, yes, Mom. Then I'll go and I'll write it down, and then I'll come out and I'll tell it to my friends, and she'll be in the background going, good. Finally, this bullshit's gonna make me some money. All right, guys, our first performer of the night is Declan Rogan.
that was really nice. Guys, we are 90% vaccinated. Yeah, right? I don't know why Notre Dame didn't just give us 100%, but 90% is better than 0. That's fine. It'll work for now. I just don't want to get surveillance tested anymore because it takes forever. Like, even saliva, everyone's like, oh, it's so quick. It took me 40 minutes to fill that entire tube with my saliva. I'm like, I was so dry to ask people around me to help me fill it up too. I took it to a little cashier in the front, and he's like, I can't take this. You gotta only use the cone. It's like, fine, so I drank it back down. He's like, gross, I'm still not taking this. Like, just give me another one. He wouldn't, because I technically drank something in the last hour. So dumb. Nasal's even worse, though. They're way too excited for you to put that thing in your nose. They're like, deeper. All the way around. Other nostril, too, yeah. That concludes the COVID part of my thing. Horse jokes. The Derby's coming up, the Kentucky Derby. I always like, yeah, oh yeah, horse fans. I like how they give the horses funny names. I wish they just give one of them like a really human name, like Steve. So the announcer's like, Steve broke his leg out there. We got to put Steve down. Oh, the owner's coming out to shoot Steve with the shotgun. He's going off to the glue factory. Do you guys know they make glue out of horses? Or no? Do you know that? Yeah, okay, good. I don't know. Some people didn't know that. Which is really messed up that they call it gorilla glue then. Gorillas didn't do anything for that glue. Horses are giving their lives. Can you imagine if Jesus died for our sins and the apostles were like, thank you, gorillas. I tried to like look up if they were still using horses for glue for that joke, and I found a press release from Elmer's, the glue people, and it was really suspicious. I'm gonna go use this podium to read it. Yeah. Elmer's glue is not made from horses. Today. It used to be made from horses, but today it is not. The ingredient mix is secret, but they specifically say they do not use horses anymore. I'm pretty sure they still use horses. Yeah, naming a horse Steve would be funny, but I really want one horse to be named First, because if that horse isn't in first place, that sucks for the announcer. Who's like, first is in fifth. Or if every Derby horse owner like came together and did a conspiracy, like you're gonna name your horse First, that's one's second, that one's third. So the Derby announcer has to be like, first is in fifth, while fifth is in third. Oh, second is rounding the bend in first place, while fifth is in last, while last is in sixth. What's this? Third is in fifth, third is in fourth, third is in third, third is in second, third is in first, third is first, this third wins the Derby. This is third's second win. That concludes the horse jokes. All right, relationship jokes. My mom always wants me to find a girl. There's one. I don't know. Look, I freshman year, I'm always rattled by this one thing that happened in freshman year. Okay, I'm at this big party, and my roommate's like, "Hey, Declan, go talk to a girl," and pushes me into the center of the vortex of people. And who do I find there but a girl? And we're starting to talk, and she says, "Oh, what year are you?" And the last time a girl asked me that, I said freshman, and she turned around and left the party. So understandably, I told a little white lie. And I said, I'm a sophomore. She said, oh, really? Me too. What major? I'm like, oh, mechanical engineering. She's like, oh, me too. That means we're at the same 8 a.m. Where do you sit? I'm about to answer, I usually stand in that class. When my roommate comes up and goes, hey, Declan, talking to a girl. Nice. I'm a freshman and I'm his roommate. And then walked away. And she's like, wait. Okay, wait. if you're a sophomore, why are you rooming with freshmen? And I had the genius idea. I'm a sophomore transfer from Villanova. They had no more rooms for me, so they had to put me with freshmen. I'm a genius liar. She's like, how's Villanova? I'm like, oh, the trees are good. When, like an 80s movie, you know in 80s movies when there's a dance floor and like the guy and the girl lock eyes across the room, it's like, oh, romance? It was like that, but hell. This girl, the Red Sea parts, and this girl looks at me and she goes, Declan? And I'm like, oh, no, no, no. She's walking in like, you Declan? No, no, no. And she comes right up to me and she's like, Declan, you and I are in first year Moreau this semester, which means you have to be a freshman. And then she walked away. She was just God's vessel to ruin my night. So the girl turned to me. She said, what do you got to say, bucko? And I said, that concludes my jokes-free relationship. Thank you guys. You guys have been a great audience. Fantastic. All righty, give it up for Declan Grogan. Fun thing about Declan's from Chicago, and the cool thing just happened in Chicago. Illinois just opened up vaccines for all people 16 years or older, except if you live in Chicago, it's still only the old people. So, for the first time in Chicago's history, you won't get stabbed. Our next performer of the night is Megan.
So I had my first encounter with an online troll recently. It was my first time and she was not gentle. Yeah, but I realized the only way to respond when someone says something mean about you is to just be meaner. Like you're gonna go low, I'm gonna drop it lower. No, I was the bigger person. I decided not to respond. That's why I'm talking about her in a stand-up set behind her back. This is what a bigger person looks like. No, but it did spark some reflection for me. I decided that I actually do like my nose. Yeah, you can't see it right now. Just trust me. Yeah, no, it was a pretty straightforward decision because I was like, ooh, I'm hating on a woman's body. That's kind of misogynistic of me. So I just girl bossed my way out of insecurity. Yeah. No, I think we gotta let the minorly sexist stuff slide. Like, that's how I stayed in stand-up for so long. But I do take feminism pretty seriously. It's actually why I go to the gym. I do a lot of rows. That's this motion. I just like to practice opening doors for myself. I treat the gym kind of like a cheat day for being a feminist, though, because my workout playlist, a little intense. It's pretty sexist. I will admit that it's pretty sexist. And there are a couple of phases to realizing that, like, ooh, that doesn't really reflect who I want to be. Because first there's denial. You're like, that I only squat to baby got back. Unrelated. I'm doing this for me. And then there's some bargaining. You're like, okay, fine. Maybe there's like a correlation, but it's definitely not a causation. And then finally, you just accept, if I'm a good feminist most of the time, it's probably okay that my workout playlist is a little bit sexist. In fact, I actually think that the better feminist you are, the worse stuff you get to listen to. Of course, then the inverse is true. If you're a raging misogynist, first of all, chill out a little bit. It's not a great look. And then just like put some Aretha Franklin on your workout playlist. Put a little respect on it. Yeah, but I don't take any pre-workout because pre-workout has caffeine in it. Caffeine is not my friend. I'll have a single cup of coffee. I'm sweating bullets. I can hear my heartbeat in my ears. I grab the arms of the chair just trying to survive for the next hour. But I love caffeine because it makes me chipper and productive and all of those good benefits. So I decided to try caffeine bars. I take caffeine bars the way other people take edibles. So I take a quarter at a time. I wait an hour. See how I'm feeling. Do I really need more? Check my blood pressure. I look for blood in my pee because I am peeing constantly. And if it seems like it's gonna go well, maybe another nibble. Have a glass of water. But I love it though, because even though caffeine doesn't love me back, you feel like you can conquer the world when you have caffeine in your system. You're happy, you're on top of it, you can get things done. And some small part of me can't help but wonder, if this is caffeine, imagine cocaine. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Megan. Man, it's near the end of the year, but we're still learning a lot here at school. I learned something just the other day, which is phenomenal. My physics teacher came up to me and he said, Tom, colors are on this thing called the electromagnetic spectrum. I had no idea colors had a learning disability. Our next performer tonight is Ed.
All right, you guys hear me? Good. Okay. My name is Ed. Don't worry, you guys don't have to introduce yourselves. I did the research and all your names. I'm a professional. A professional who doesn't know what to do with his left hand while he's standing up here, so I'm just gonna talk to you about stuff. I'm gonna talk to you about what I did over the summer, which was I drove for Postmates, which was fun. Postmates is a good job because people love you, no matter what. You can mess up their order or whatever. As long as you show up with their food, they're like, I love you. I'm like, that's a low bar. I love you too. And I drive away. And even if you get the order wrong, they don't have enough time to tell. Like, they can't dig through their order fast enough. I'm already gone in my getaway car. It's like a reverse robbery. When you get the order wrong, like, you show up to their house, you like drop off stuff they don't want, and then you leave. And they're gone. I did all this in a Prius. I drive a Prius. I drove this Prius in high school, which, people were impressed. They never came up to me and told me that they were impressed, like ever, but I knew that they were. There's some perks with driving a Prius. One of the perks, so a Prius has 110 horsepower. I don't know if you guys know anything about cars, but it's a lot, that's a lot of horsepower under the hood there. Also, speed bumps. Priuses are so low to the ground. Every speed bump is like a Jesus take the wheel moment. And it's terrible. You're like, I hope this one goes well. And it won't, is the thing. And those are for marked speed bumps. Those are for speed bumps with like lines on them. There are speed bumps that are unmarked. I found that out by hitting like 4 of them in a row. That's a new level because speed bumps are like a warning to slow down, right? And whereas marked speed bumps are like a warning to slow down. Unmarked speed bumps are like an assassination attempt by the city that you're driving to. Like, oh, okay. Like an unmarked speed bump means airtime. Like automatically. Like I'll be looking down at Google Maps for a second, and then like I'll be doing an ollie in my car when I hit this thing. So it's not an amazing thing to go through in a car. So this is the car I'm driving. With the Prius and just me driving it, it's like an extreme sport. Delivering Postmates, which is probably not good. I'm taking some pretty hard turns with your food in my car. So let's see how it turns out. Oh, it's memorable. No matter what happens, it's memorable. So one of the most memorable times for me was Mother's Day this past quarantine, this past summer. So I'll explain why. So on Mother's Day, I get an order. It's like 6 p.m. or something back around. I get an order for Janice, and she wants 2 seafood feasts from Red Lobster, my kid said. So I drive over to Red Lobster, and my problems started as soon as I got to Red Lobster. Because Red Lobster has a very small lot, and it is full of cars when I get there. Full of angry people as well, as I found out. So I drove past, got to Red Lobster, and people are like standing in places they should not stand. They're standing in like on top of their cars, in the bed of their cars. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I parked in a different lot, and I walked up to Red Lobster, and now the sound is hitting for the first time. There's some shouting going on, which is always interesting. It is an interesting thing to have happen in the parking lot of a Red Lobster, is just yelling, just abuse at the employees, which is just, I'm impressed a little bit. So I get up there, and people are losing their minds, and the employees are like also losing their minds, because this is takeout only, because it's quarantine, so they have a single employee, they put a fold-out table, and just put it out in front of the door so that people don't rush the building. And there was that atmosphere there. I'm not gonna mince words about that. If one person rushed the table, I would have rushed the table. That was the kind of atmosphere that we were dealing with. So as soon as I got there, the employee would come out with like 2 bags in her hands, and she would call out his name, and she'd be like, Mark, like, is Mark here? And then people would be like, Mark's never been here. Everyone hates Mark. Mark, we hate Mark. He's not here. Move on. And so she moves on to the next. She's like, Ethan, is Ethan here? And they're like, no, we hate Ethan too. So they keep bringing people out. They keep not being here. It's so rare that a person is actually there, that when a person actually collects their food as they should, people applaud it. People are like, they're like, yes, we got it. It was like a community coming together. And they're like, you know, you did it. You showed up. So people got excited. And, you know, I'm waiting there. I've been waiting here for a little bit. It turns into 1 hour. So I'm waiting there for an hour. And one of the dudes is like losing his mind. It's like I don't know, like 7:30 p.m. or something like that. And this dude's like, I've been here since 2. I've been waiting for 5 hours for my Red Lobster on Mother's Day. I'm like, dude, why don't you like 5 hours? Are you serious? Why don't you just like look for a lobster in the wild or something? Like, I don't know, on the street or some shit. I can't help you with that, but he's just like losing his mind in the bed of his truck where he's standing. He's just like, oh, losing it. We can't really help him. And at this point, I'm like, maybe I should cancel. I'm thinking, you know, it's really not worth it. I've spent an hour here. And I almost did. Something stops me though. It's the name. It's Mother's Day, right? And Janice is the person who's got this order. Janice is a mother's name. I'm like, I can't cancel it. Then I'm looking at what she's got. She's got 2 seafood feasts. All right, that's like 2 big things for a lot of kids that she's like. I imagine Janice is just like behind some building somewhere in an alley, and like 10 of her kids are like there. They're like burning garbage or something. They're still alive. And one of the kids is like, Janice, mother, when is the food coming from Red Lobster? And Janice is like, don't worry, child 1. Eddie's gonna bring you your Red Lobster and at some point. And so I'm like, I'm doing it for Janice. I did not cancel my order. So I'm just standing there like a hero, just waiting. And things are just progressing. We start seeing a little bit of difficulty in the delivery community, all the DoorDash. So I was driving for Postmates. So all the DoorDash people are starting to get a little antsy. They're like, we could probably jump over the table and get inside. And we could do it. That's the kind of people that DoorDash drivers are. They'll go for it. They'll take the initiative. And then some of the Postmates guys like, well, I mean, if you guys do it, I'll follow you. I'll do it. And then there's like a single Grubhub guy who's like, I work for Grubhub. I'm like, fuck you. Don't own or something. It's like there's a hierarchy of like delivery. The Grubhub is like the untouchables. Like we don't talk about them, we don't like them. Just assume if you order Grubhub, the person that's giving it to you doesn't like you. They take personal offense to that. So we're like, at least, all right, just stay there. You're Grubhub. Leave me alone. All right. So finally we progress. It's like 2 hours in. I'm like, I should have canceled. I'm just waiting again like a hero. And they come, and finally the employee comes rushing out, and like DoorDash people are like kind of waiting by the table that we could do it if we wanted. Like I know. And she's like, order for Janice. And I was like, that's me. And I realized I don't look like someone who looks like Janice at all. I don't look like Janice. So the crowd turns to like, we're gonna tear you in half. I was like, I need to find some natural way to indicate that I am doing this for Postmates. The thing that I come up with is, Postmates Janice! And they're like, even the employee was thrown a little bit. She's like, are you serious? Like, what's going on here? And she looks at the thing, looks at the bag and says, well, actually, yeah, this is the Postmates order for Janice. The crowd turned immediately, they're like giving me high fives and stuff. Walking down like I'm a man. They're like, here you are. So I grab the bag, grab the 2 seafood feasts, run out and he would like high five me like really cool guy, right? Just throw him in the car and I speed to her house. I'm breaking laws. I'm going like 50 in like a school zone. I'm like fucking kids. I care about Janice, right? So I pull up to her house or whatever. I get out of the car with 50 feet and I get out. Something hits me though. Something's a little weird. I get up to the driveway. This house is very quiet. For someone with like 10 kids. There's not much noise coming out of this house. I'm like, I'm too late. The kids have died. There's not much I can do about that. I'm still trying to salvage the situation. So I ran up to the door and I knocked on the door and I'm like, Postmates! And I hear from inside, I hear, ah! I'm like, that's a weird sound to greet Postmates, but okay. So Janice comes and she opens the door. This is one of the fattest ladies I've ever seen in my life. It's just her and one of her friends, and they all just came collapsing in on them like two seafood feasts, two huge women. And I was like, first thought was like, she ate the kids. There's no way. And so I was trying to address it. I'm like, I got two seafood feasts. She's like, you're 2.5 hours late. I'm like, late? I went through a war zone to get to you. I mean, you don't know the stress I was under to deliver these to you. And she was like, and that's not what I said with my mouth. I said that with my brain. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it was kind of crazy over there. And she was like, she snaps the bag from my hand. She was like, it's all right. It's not entirely your fault. And she slams the door in my face, and I'm just standing on the doorstep like, I'm a silly person. I'll say that. I'm kind of a silly guy. I think I felt real rage for the first time in my life. I could kill her. I could do it. She didn't hit me at all. I was standing there for 2.5 hours, and she's like, I'm not going to hit you. This is good. I would have used some money for a murder weapon. But it was good that she didn't hit me. And so I was just waiting out there. I'm like, I'm a crazy killer. I'm a reckless driver. I'm all the things that I shouldn't be. I'm really supposed to like hit me in the face for me. Hold on, I might be all these things, but you know, at least I'm not a GoPro driver. Give it up for Ed! That's a funny guy. You know, it's getting cold again, which isn't very fun. And it just kind of makes me think, you think people who live in Hawaii come to South Bend and are like, finally, nothing. You know, I had a really long week at work. I just needed some gray in my life. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I really think Instagram dropped the ball being a photo app and not a marijuana fast delivery service. Very nice performer. Give it up for Tim. How's it going? Awesome. Have you guys ever got hard at church? Nice. Oh man, that's what fucks up. It just happens. I mean, out of all the times to be horny and erect, it's in church. I thought that was a priest's job. I don't know, but like, it does make sense because the priests are like, let the Holy Spirit enter your body. I guess that's just where the Holy Spirit decided to go. That's not my choice, that's it. I guess, like, you know, it does bring a new meaning to the song. It's like, and I will raise you up. It's talking about your wiener. Craziness. You guys ever thought of your walk-up song? I've narrowed mine down to 2 options. So the first option is the theme song from Up. I mean, that'll just throw the other team off. They're hearing Up. It is a beautiful piano piece. Just puts everyone in their nostalgia. Just like, man, I remember how great this movie was. There's no one that can say Up is a bad movie. The soundtrack just
puts you in your feels, and you're like, man, I just love this. And my other option would be the Monsters Inc. ear rape. It's just, something different. There's two options. It's pretty hard to decide. So I'm a transfer in the Gateway program. So I transferred from I feel like Drake in that one meme. He's like, yeah, where are my Canadians at? One person flash yeah, so I transferred from Holy Cross and I got here. It is literally the worst imposter syndrome trigger. It's like being in the back of an orgy and you just get to watch. You just like you jerk yourself off and you're just like, oh man, I wish I could get in there. And then you finally get tapped in after a whole year. That was kind of what my experience was like. But since I was in the Gateway program, I could pretty much spend as much time as I wanted at Notre Dame, kind of do as I pleased. I could even participate in intramural sports. I wasn't associated with the dorm though, so I decided one day I'm going to participate in intramural cross country. So there's guys that participate in the dorm, and so they run to represent their dorm. I, not belonging to a dorm, represented myself. I was an individual runner, which was really fun. I was the only individual runner. It was going fine. I was really amped to run. I run track in high school. I built like a runner, but I hadn't done distance, but I was in pretty good shape. I run for fun. I know, it's fucked up. But that was the worst race of my whole life. I was the last guy to finish, just like normal ladies. But I was the fifth last person to finish, guys and girls. So morale was very low, to say the least. So when I was 13, I ran a race of the similar length. And I was faster when I was 13 than when I was 18 years old. That will really put a dent in you. But I moved on. I decided, don't run for a month. You don't deserve to. And probably not the greatest of life choices to make there, but I took that time to reflect on who I was. But I got an email about a week later that said, hey, come into Rec Sports. We have to give you your t-shirt for being individual champion. Let me say that again. The individual champion, baby. The winner of the actual race did not get a champion t-shirt. The winning dorm got a champion t-shirt. And I, the only fucking individual champion, got a t-shirt. The last place guy. It was like entering a beauty pageant, and they're like, man, here's the award for ugliest person. It's just like, what? Why did you give that out at all? So I walk over to Rec Sports in Duncan, and I'm like, okay, I am here for my t-shirt for the cross-country race. And the guy is ecstatic. He's like, yo, the individual champion is here. He's talking to his colleagues, like, get the camera, we gotta take a picture of this guy. How can this go any worse? So they take my picture, and I'm like, okay, I'll be on my merry way. This is just for the records. Haha, fuck no. So I get a text another week later from a friend. He's like, hey, I'm in Duncan. I just saw your picture on the screen. I didn't know you were the individual champion. Awesome. Congratulations. He ran the same race and finished 11 minutes faster than I did. That's like the priest coming up to you and saying, congratulations on your boner during church. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, well, I might as well embrace it at this point. So I am sadly, and in the worst way possible, the individual champion. Let's go! Yeah. So I think all guys want to say that they're gangster until you start playing with their hair. Oh man, that take you out. If I'm ever in getting robbed, for instance, and I'm putting up a fight, that's your first red flag because no one should be taking me in a fight.
All right, unless you're like equal build, you can overpower me easily. But in the case that I am putting up a fight, you start playing with my hair and I'm taken out. Like it's paralyzed. It's my kryptonite. Like just stop moving. It's not my fault. But yeah. So I think we all know sibling relationships are very weird. Just naturally very weird. You cannot be intimate. You can't really have like a close relationship. You can't really show like affection to your sibling. It's just weird. It's also against the law. But just in general, sibling relationships are very awkward. You can't just go up to your siblings and be like, hey, love you, without it being like, I really did not want to say that. Or going and giving your sibling a hug without everyone being like, whoa, okay, weirdo, get a room. But my brother and I sought to tear this shit down. We were 8 and 10 respectively, and we would be playing outside in the summer, and we'd come back in and we'd say, all right, how can we be the environmentally conscious kings that we are now and continue to be? We thought, let's preserve water and shower together. And we did. And it was not a one-time occurrence. We did it quite often. And by quite often, I mean pretty much every single day. And we got some quality time together. Just two brothers naked, washing our bodies. And we were like, what can we do to pass the time? We thought, let's create a handshake. The boys creating a handshake. I'm like, oh yeah. So, we do the casual handshake stuff. There's some fisting. Bumping fists. There's some hand and some finger stuff. The usual stuff. There's nothing crazy. It's just how you'd expect it to be. And so we thought of the best finale to our handshake. And so we went through the whole routine. Boom. Yes, sir. Wow. Something crazy. And then with the rhyme scheme, this was what we said. It'd be a miss and then a kiss. It was. I mean, call us fucking poets at this point. There was some rhyme scheme in this. Like, come on now. So it was the hand. We faked this high five. Boom, quick peck. Come on now. My parents were weirdly happy with this. Like, hey, bro, hey, why y'all supporting this? And so I think that's why my brother and I are so close now. We can't shower together anymore. Our schedules don't align. But I would be lying if I said I did not remember all the moves to that handshake. My name is Tim. Thank you so much. You can call me individual Tim. Thank you.
Give it up for Tim. Time for the shameless club plug part of the evening. We are the Student Stand-Ups. You can follow us on Instagram. We are cool like that, at Student Stand-Ups. We meet on Tuesdays in DeBartolo. We do cool stuff like say jokes and have a good time. Now for the last joke you'll groan at this evening. Congratulations, Notre Dame tuition has officially almost reached $80,000. Well, hey, guys, here's the good thing. At least you get a class rank, because if you didn't, this Catholic school wouldn't have fucked you like that. All righty. For our last performer of the evening, Matt Fleming.
All right. I know you're all here for my childhood fun stories. Let's get into it. Let's jump right in. My dad started dating people again in 2012. And that wouldn't have been that big of a deal, except for the fact that he and my mom split up in 2014. So he was seeing this girl, Lisa. And after a few months, he wanted me and my brothers to meet her. So I was ready for a traumatic moment. Not meeting her, but splitting them up. And let me be clear, I didn't have any reason to split them up. Like I didn't want them back with my mom, fuck that bitch. I've seen Parent Trap. I don't know. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But after about like a minute of talking to her, I was like, I kind of like her better than my mom. I gotta be honest. I mean, she was talking to me. She heard all these great things about me. To her, I was just some 14-year-old kid. I wasn't a disappointment. So that was good enough for me. Fast forward a few months. my dad pops the question. Anal? And about a month after that, he asked her to marry him. They were moving really fast. We would have accused her of being a gold digger, but she wasn't that hot. We were all really stunned. And things were going well. You know, they would fight every now and then. Their fights were actually pretty intense though, because their main source of tension was me and my brothers and how my dad raised us. She said that he didn't discipline us enough. So you could imagine me, a 14-year-old, having this woman just come into my life and saying, I can't eat cereal in my room, I can't stay out too late, and I can't come in the curry. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? I come down for breakfast, like, this coffee tastes funny. Like, get out of my house. Like, fuck. In her defense, me and my brothers were animals. I mean, we needed some discipline. Because we really didn't get disciplined much growing up. My dad worked all day, and my mom, she would hit us. That was kind of her thing. But when me and my brothers got bigger than her, I mean, the tables turned there. I mean, we beat the fucking shit out of her. I would like to say we didn't enjoy it. It was self-defense, but I mean, we had wrestling masks. I mean, we were like, I didn't take out the garbage. It's gonna be home in 10 minutes. Let's get ready to rumble. Conor McGregor tag team rats, you know. Hey, I didn't kiss my fucking brother. All right, let's go. I will clarify that is a joke. The rest of my set is true, but that is a joke. We were planning the wedding. My dad had me and my brothers as his best men, which sounds kind of cute, but it's just because he doesn't have any friends. And so we were tasked with planning the bachelor party. And something I learned from this is that bachelor parties are a lot like threesomes. They're really cool in theory, but they're kind of ruined by your dad being there, you know? And so the wedding was at Columbia University, where my dad went to school. And I don't know if you guys heard about this. This is true. You can look it up. Starting this spring, Columbia is doing racially segregated graduations, which is pretty cool. No, that's true. That's 100% true. It's actually cool because like my parents' wedding was like the test run of the first racially segregated, without even knowing. That's a joke. My parents' wedding was not racially segregated. My parents don't know any people of color. Didn't know. And so the wedding. My dad and my stepmom are both Catholic, but they had a wedding at a Protestant church because notice Catholics not big on the whole second marriage thing. And so they got married at a Protestant church. But what's weird is they still go to Catholic mass like to this day, and that's always kind of weirded me out. You know, it'd be like if my dad's company let him go and he just like showed up for work the next day. You're not getting a paycheck. Like you're not getting anything from this. And my dad's like, I got nowhere else to be. The Catholic Church does allow for second marriages with annulments. And I looked this up. An annulment is the Catholic Church's way of saying that the marriage never actually happened. It's like pretty fucking convenient, if you ask me. You know, I heard you got that abortion last week. It's like, I was never pregnant. I'm a virgin. That was also a joke. I did get the abortion. You guys don't like abortion jokes. That's okay. I do. I make up for it the rest of it. But the wedding was nice. It was actually a nice reception. Me and my stepmom had a first dance to You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan. 100% true. I don't know why we did that. I look back on it now. I don't know why we made a big deal out of the first dance. Not plan on dancing with her in the future. Have yet to dance with her to Tarzan since. Also, I'm pretty sure You'll Be in My Heart is the song in the movie when Tarzan and Jane fuck. Weird planning all around, that's all I'm saying. My brothers also had a first dance with her. My oldest brother got plastered at this point. He was like the drunkest he's ever been. And he tried to get with one of his new cousins. I don't know if you guys have ever been at your dad's wedding. But it's weird, because it's like obviously blood relatives are always off limits. Mostly off limits. But there's this gray area with like new family members, you know? It's like my brother was sitting there like drunkenly drawing family trees on a napkin. Like, and then my brother had to give the best man speech. This is 100% true. My brother gave what I believe to be the worst speech a man could give at his father's wedding. And in the middle of all of this drunkenness, he literally goes, you know, I'm a stepmom. It's going to be a lot of fun. In that tone, wait. You knew what he meant. And then I had to follow that. But it actually worked out because the bar was, I just had to not imply that I wanted to fuck my stepmom, and it was going to be a better speech. But my speech was actually kind of emotional. I talked about how like I finally have a mom and how my family finally feels whole, all this stuff. And a lot of people cried. It was a pretty emotional speech. And after the fact, a lot of people came up to me and they were giving me hugs, saying, "Matt, that was so great." A lot of people were crying. And I just see my grandpa come stumbling over to me with this grin on his face. And he comes up to me and he goes, "Matt, Matt, Matt." And everyone else might have bought that bullshit, but not me. My dad was like furious. He overheard it. He comes running over, like, "How dare you talking like this? He's 14 years old. That was a great speech." Literally kicks him and my grandma out of the way. It was like the end of the reception, but he puts him in an Uber and says they have to go. Like, my dad was furious. And I was shocked that my grandpa said that to me. I look back now and I'm still really, like, I'm taken aback when my grandpa said it. There I was. I just gave a speech about how I love my stepmom. My family finally feels whole. And my grandpa, my own grandpa, the only one who knew it was total bullshit. That I will clarify, that is a joke. I do love my stepmom. But don't get me wrong. Me and my brother still beat the shit out of her. All right, thank you guys. That wasn't funny.
All right, give it up for Matt. Thank you all for coming out tonight. That's our show for the evening. Stick around. Humor Arts will be after this. I'm not sure if you can stay or not. But thanks again for coming out. Hope you guys had fun. I know we did. Good night.
Really? I don't know what it is. I would say at least like 8 or 10 left. Or maybe wait. 3, 4, 6. There's a lot of
Oh, really? What do you mean? I didn't see that.
right now. That's not much of a race. Hi, Here, no, here. Because, I mean, this is. All right, everybody, how was the first show? Yeah. Good. Like, you don't want to hear me tell any jokes, but if we could, we have a pretty good line going outside of people that want to join you in this room, but we need to get an accurate count of how many people that can be. So if you are planning to stay for the second show, can you find a seat and sit down so we can get a count of our empty ones? All right. Yeah, if you're not planning to stay, you can. Woo! All right, maybe, Jesse, can you maybe help me count real quick? You can keep talking. I feel like you're about to teach my own class.
We were like, we had a they told us that other years. If people like to go too fast, like the videos, like people I don't know how
I teach him that. Like, I know exactly. My parents. Yes, exactly. John Wayne, I love all of it. Yeah.
This is like, we have to do it.
Yeah. I would
But I guess it's
No, I would not be there. I would not be there. I wish I did.
They didn't let us into the stand-up show until yeah, that's what
I can't imagine.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my sense of style.
I miss when it smelled like Teen Spirit.
I miss when it was that way, and now I want it that way.
I miss collecting the obscene amount of Beanie Babies and leaving them stacked in my closet. And every time I open the door, they come across me like a tidal wave. It's absolutely insane, and I really miss that.
You know, I miss freaking out about like 2 numbers of computer code in like every computer for no reason.
I miss when we used to party like, tonight it's 1999.
I miss Friends, not the show, just the experience.
I miss not having sexual relations with that woman.
I miss Blockbuster. And I miss when Tim Allen wasn't racist. Let's go! All right, we'll start off on the sides here before we start off with a game of Foursquare. We have 4 improvisers who are in this game. Get into the formation of the square. This is going to be a game where you're going to get 4 scenes for the price of 1. Each side of the square will be a different scene. At any point, I can say switch right, and they would switch right and start a new scene. So for these 2 right in front, can we get a prompt of a non-geographic location? Anything? No, stop! Stop the store. The what? The laundromat. Switch right. And over here, can we get a relationship? Anything else? Second cousin. Switch right. All right, can we get an animal? A gnat. A gnat. Switch right.
Okay.
A gnat. And then can we get a line to start the scene for these guys? Just anything. I can't believe you stole my shoes. Switch right and review.
Laundromat. Second cousins. That.
I can't believe you stole my shoes. Switch right and begin.
Laura, darling, this place is subpar.
They keep asking me for those metal discs that the lower people use.
Oh,
Quarters.
quarters. Oh my goodness. They keep asking me to put in these strange, squishy lozenges.
Switch right.
Did you hear about the gossip about Uncle Larry?
Oh, there's new stuff.
He's cheating on Velma.
Oh, no, that's old stuff.
There's new stuff?
Yeah, he's cheating on the woman he's cheating on Velma with.
Whoa!
Switch right.
Listen, thanks for inviting me to this corporate retreat. but-
Yeah, no problem. I love golfing.
Shit.
We're in the middle of the bayou.
And there's a hole over there, and I have a club, and the ball's gonna go in.
We're lost. Admit it, we're lost.
No,
Jeremy.
we are not lost. I have not.
I just can't believe you stole my shoes.
What?
I wore them at Peggy's birthday party, and then you totally stole my look. You gonna lie?
I mean,
Okay.
more than one people can have the same shoe.
They're Air Force Ones, okay?
Yeah.
No one wears these.
You're right.
This is
You're the
my look.
only blonde girl who wears Air Force Ones.
Left.
We're not lost. Okay? I have a map, and we're somewhere in this quadrant.
I don't want to carry your clubs anymore.
Look, okay, I hired you to be my
You're like,
corporate
you
intern.
kept hitting it off the course, and now we're in the middle of nowhere.
No, no.
Left.
And now, Velma just murdered him.
What?
Yeah.
Left.
I think we have to deposit them.
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know.
I only withdraw.
I don't know.
Switch left.
I'm the only one who uses an iPhone. We have went over this.
You're
We're stealing
you're
my
so,
vibe.
You're so unique. I'm sorry.
Switch right twice.
He's dead?
Yeah, and I'm the prime suspect.
Switch left.
Someone just asked me if they could use our the wicker device.
The wicker
basket.
Yes.
Switch left twice.
Look, know exactly where we are, okay? I love Louisiana, I love the bayou, and I know every square inch of this forest. And home is,
I'm going to divorce you.
Switch right.
Okay, fine. I'll open up.
I just wish I could find somewhere to get Air Force Ones, cool iPhone, just like you.
It's impossible.
How can I live in high school and have like a unique personality trait?
Okay, I got them at this boutique called the Université Park Mall. You should try it.
Oh, but then I'll just be copying you.
Switch right.
Oh, like, look, I found this shopping cart that has a little flag thing on it. We can put our, what's wrong?
I miss the dry cleaners so much.
Oh, look at my polo pants. It's terrible.
They turned all of your blouses pink.
I'm never going to be able to go to Pendleton Kingsworth III's bar mitzvah.
And scene. Cut to that. It's a game that's not unlike the show Family Guy. In that at any point, these improvisers will be doing a scene and can say, like, this is like the time that I was at that wedding. And I could say, cut to that wedding, and we'll just jump in time to that moment. Or I could just do that on my own. I'm crazy and quirky. Now, can I get a prompt of a strange relationship? I guess I can.
Dog and dog.
No, not that way.
That says the new perspective and dog over.
Oh, no. There's a lot of dog crops. That's right. People really want dog walker and dog. So one of your dogs, big enough. Dog walker and dog, take it as you will, and you did.
Rufus, we're going this way.
I just learned how to walk on 2 feet.
You learned how to walk on 2 feet after you learned how to talk?
You know, that doggy day training you sent me to, it was pretty weird.
That's a bad training. So first, we learn how to talk.
Equals MC squared.
Cut back.
Well, you look fantastic standing on your 2 hind legs. I think we go show your dad. You know, my boyfriend, Eric.
Eric! How's it going?
Rufus, our imported dog from New Jersey. So learn how to stand.
The Garden State.
I'm very impressed with Rufus, but I don't know how I feel, honey, about the Garden State. That's what the Garden State did to Eric.
Hey, you're gonna eat this fucking bagel?
No, not a bagel.
We're gonna prune you like our hedges.
And you'll never make it to New York.
You're right. I should have got a dog from the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Hey, what's all this Garden State slander?
Oh no! The next thing, it'll learn how to make pizza. I don't know what to do.
I'm sentient now.
Where's this dog in its pizza shop 5 years from now?
Welcome to Papa Pa's Pizzeria. Can I serve you?
Can I get a margarita pizza, please?
Sure.
Wow, look at him go. A tiny dog who also knows basic business skills.
That's the dog great going up the corporate ladder.
Listen here, I'm a dog. I'm on 2 feet. And I'm going to run this company one day.
Well, we were going to offer you the position of CEO politely, but we can give it to you with our hands up.
Cut to the dog when it gets lonely at the top.
I wish I had a puppy. A wife.
Cut to the dog going through adoption.
Papa!
Papa!
Choose me! Choose me!
Cut to the dog's final moment. I told you this is what happens if you're from the Garden State. Let's get 6 up for a game of relay. Ooh, big guy over here. All right, just like how 4 square was 4 seats to the price of 1, this is 3. Less exciting, but at any point, 1 scene could be happening, and one of these 2 improvisers will be pairing off in 2s. Can decide to clap and take the last line of the scene that was just going and start a scene with that line. So they'll just be tagging it and relaying, carrying the scene all the way to the end. So we're gonna have Nick and Tim here step forward, and they're gonna start us off. All they need is a prompt of a non-geographic location. Hogwarts. Hogwarts is your prompt. Take it as you will, and begin.
Oh, you know you're not supposed to be out in the halls past midnight.
Excuse me, I was doing something very important.
Sure.
Mr. What's your name?
Grindelwald.
Oh, that's not a name I'm familiar with. But,
You'd better get familiar, because I'll haul your butt back to bed.
I will haul your butt right back to bed. You put back on your pajamas, young man.
I want to be free.
I want to be free, Mr. Grindelwald. Free to roam the castle.
Well, you see, there we have rules here, and it's dangerous out in these halls past midnight. So you get back to where you came from right now.
You know, I did some background research, and I'm pretty sure Grindelwald isn't supposed to be in Hogwarts.
Now, I know this is your book club, but I did some background research, and I'm pretty sure Grindelwald is not supposed to be at Hogwarts.
Wow, we're only on the Sorcerer's Stone, and you got all that way?
I may have read ahead. This is me conquering the group, Vanessa.
I started this. This is me conquering the group, Vanessa.
I am not Vanessa. I am your mother. We don't use first names yet.
But I'm.
But we don't use first names yet.
Okay, Madam Mary Sue.
That's what I thought.
Well, I started this book club in my living room, and let me tell you right now, I will not have it overrun by someone who reads ahead.
How dare you? I am an intellectual of young adult fiction.
I am an intellectual of young adult fiction.
Sure, but are you an intellectual of young adult magic?
Sure, but are you an intellectual of young adult magic? Sure, but are you an intellectual of young adult magic? Watch this.
If you pull another rabbit out of another hat, I swear to God.
No, this is a card, actually. Is this yours?
How'd you get my credit card?
Where did you get my credit card?
Wait, where did you get my credit
Oh,
card?
I've got so many tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, I've got so many tricks up my
I'll
sleeve.
pull them out. I swear.
Oh, I'll pull them out, I swear,
I
Vanessa.
just want those
Look.
Kleenex. Stop.
I'm gonna keep the box never empties.
Why are they colorful? Is that your father's underwear?
Is that your father's underwear?
Yeah, it's a fashion statement, Vanessa.
Why did you get a bookmark?
It's how I win influence among the women.
And sing! All right. We got 4 classes up for a game called Dating Game. We're going to grab some chairs while I'm here. Who's the dater? I know it's me. All right. Isabel's going to get the hell out of here. Bye, Isabella. All right. This is a guessing game where Isabel's going to be on a dating show and want to choose one of these 3 lovely contestants. But they're going to be different people that she has to guess because she doesn't know what they are. So, for Tim, can I get any celebrity? Any celebrity at all? Keep going what you want, whatever either one of you guys. Keep shouting you have a celebrity. Nicholas Cage. Queen Elizabeth, the baby. The baby. You, the baby. All right, next baby. Hey, for the person in the middle, we need a very weird occupation. One that wouldn't exist. This is make one out of it. That doesn't exist. The water slide operator. Any other ones? Anyone? What was that?
I said it's like a small taxi.
Is she small?
You're just gonna do a small, like a tiny taxi cab driver? All right, tiny taxi cab driver. And finally, just a weird quirk for our last contestant. That's weird. Weirder, even weirder. Earwax pouring out of your ears. That's how much earwax is going to be. All right, so one more time. What is everyone?
The baby.
A small taxi cab driver.
earwax pouring out of my ears. All right, on the count of three, let's call Isabel back in. 1, 2, 3. Isabel! Hey, ding ding! We're still working on that theme song. Welcome to Nondescript Dating Show. I'm your host, Jeff. With me is our contestant who is going to introduce himself right now.
Well, hello, I'm Eileen. I run a blog where I show what I pack my kids for lunch. I will not shut up about the ham and cheese. Thank you very much. I kept them to stars and I write them a note, but it has existential literature on it.
All right, Eileen. Well, we have 3 lucky contestants if you want to ask them any question at all.
Absolutely. So I spend a lot of time caring for my kids. It's how I spend my free time. How do you spend your free time?
I mean, I'll just play them some songs, you know, like get some good like vibes in the room.
Oh.
And if they need like some energy, I'll give them like some sugar, you know.
I may have to call the PTA after this. What about you?
I'm a woman of many places, many tiny places. You know, I just like, you know, kind of like places that Ratatouille would roam. That's where I like to go and spend my free time, you know?
Yeah.
I like to make some fertilizer. The garden. I have a lot of natural substances that I make that really come in handy for that profession.
Oh.
All right, Eileen. Those are your 3 handsome bachelors. Why don't you ask them another question?
Well, when I'm not making my kids little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed turkey wraps, I am, you know, doing all the regular things that a stay-at-home mom would do. What is your profession? How do you go about, you know, how is your work? What's that like?
Well, I mean, if you weren't caring for your kids, I'd be like, let's go to a concert. You know, if you could watch me like perform for my millions of fans, you know, that I have.
Very different.
I mean, honestly, I don't have a lot of time off of work. When I'm at work, I just take people all the places, but when I am off of work, I enjoy it. It's a little less claustrophobic. Get some more of that open air, less cramped over, you know. I like to just be in one spot and feel free to roam.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sorry, I'm trying to find out what you do for work. I don't know if there's like a bug in your ear.
Well, I've had some bugs in my ear,
Oh.
but that's just kind of a byproduct. No, actually what I do is I like model earrings.
You model earrings?
Yeah, that's my job.
Like on the internet?
Yeah, there's a lot of different forums where we model products.
Are you a cow?
What? Sorry, it's just, oh, sorry about that. This kind of happens.
Yeah, that's gross.
Hey, you want to ask another question, Eileen? You think you got it?
I certainly do not think I got it. I would like to ask a 3rd question, and it's just, tell me a fun fact about yourself. You know, this fun fact could be a little bit more descriptive. And it can just be anything you want that may allude to something really specific that somebody really stupid will latch onto.
That was such a funny question.
Thank you.
One fun fact about myself is that I have turned several of my friends into convertibles.
Dear God.
Speaking of convertibles, a little fun fact about me is I actually work with Stuart Little a lot. You know, because
That motherfucker.
He's kind of a bitch. But the thing is, he likes to, you know, ride around in those little cars, and sometimes he doesn't want to drive. He likes to take some leisurely moments. So I do work with him a lot.
A mouse chauffeur?
mostly yellow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yellow, yeah.
that's fantastic.
People go away, and then I pick them up.
Are you a taxi driver?
Of sorts.
They get in the car, they say, let's go.
You're not the baby, right?
Yeah!
You're the baby? Okay, the baby. Thank you for being so specific.
Yeah, I like small modes of transportation. It's more economic, so those are the type of taxis that I tend to drive.
You're a taxi driver for tiny cars, like tiny animals?
Yeah! I would say I wouldn't be anything except a candle, because I really don't like wax.
I mean, you'd be a useful candle, though.
I mean, I guess.
Something is wrong with your ears.
Yeah, well, it's more the stuff that's coming out of my ears, not the ears themselves.
It's
but
not like
I don't want to get technical.
bugs or plants.
No, it's more like the candles, actually.
You need a Q-tip to get
You
some
have
of that
wax pouring out of your ears?
Yeah!
Great.
All right, Elaine, who are you gonna pick?
You know, as a single mom, my kids are really into the babies. So, you know, what you could say, let's go.
All right. Stand and deliver. Also, the abbreviation for is STDs, unrelated. These are just little jokes that we do. You're gonna catch on to them real quick. We're all gonna get up here. That chair's still there. Thank you, well. This first one's gonna be called Back in My Day. We're gonna make jokes about what things were like before a certain prompt. So if you're gonna get a prompt of anything, literally anything. Back in my day before what?
Oat milk.
That is so specific. Just alternative milks. Back in my day before alternative milks.
Back in my day, silk was the shit that we harvested from those worms to make those rich people fancy sweaters.
Back in my day, soy milk was what I would say if I was milk.
Back in my day, our kids didn't get lactose intolerant, you millennials.
Back in my day, all the milk was what was in the fridge. Oh, look, it's all milk. Back in my day, cashew milk is just what I said when I would sneeze over a glass of milk. Cashew milk.
All right, you're gonna prompt for something else. Back in my day before what? What? That's a very specific type of movie. Movies? I mean, no, yeah. What is it? All right, science. What was that? The Berlin Wall. It was there, I guess. What? All right, wait. Did you say sci-fi movies? All right, science fiction movies. Back in my day before science fiction movies.
Back in my day, before science fiction, we only had science fact. Thank you very much.
Back in my day before science fiction, the Twilight Zone was the hour between midnight and 1 a.m.
Back in my day, the only Star Wars we talked about was the race to the moon.
Back in my day, catching fire is what we did to the witches.
Back in my day, a lightsaber is what the samurais wanted in battle.
Back in my day, we could hear you scream in space.
Back in my day, the Hunger Games was just when the crop wasn't good.
Yeah, back in my day, Skywalkers, what we called them damn Truggo hippies.
Back in my day, 2001: The Space Odyssey is when I would take my 2001 Honda Odyssey, clear all of the stuff out of it. I live in a world where I don't know sci-fi movies exist.
All right. We're gonna play a game now called World's Worst. So we are gonna be showing you what the world's worst version of something is. Would that be an occupation? What? Okay, sure. So can we get a prompt of like an occupation or just anything at all? Like world's worst fit? No, world's worst Uber driver. World's worst Uber driver.
So the thing is, I only really drive really tiny cars, so you're gonna have to squeeze in. Toot, toot, chugga, chugga, that was $7.
Hello, yes, you ordered the Uber driver. Okay.
Hey, you don't mind if I like play my mixtape, do you?
Hey, can I give you a lift? Oh, sorry, don't mind like the 8 frogs I have in my bag.
Hey, yo, you want some soup? I got this Ziploc my mom just made.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not gonna fit in here. I only drive really small cars, like for Stuart Little.
You're a little quiet back there. Let's talk politics. If you notice about 2 exit side, under your seat is 1 life vest in case of a water landing, and please take time to locate the nearest exit in case we use them in case of a crash.
Don't worry, I know how to drive. All right, world's worst. What else? Car salesman? I heard car salesman. So world's worst car salesman.
Yeah, it's not a very good car. 2001: A Space Odyssey. This thing has so much room in it.
If you replace the engine with spaghetti, it does not work anymore.
No, I promise kids love Kia Souls.
Yeah, so funny story. The guy who owned this car before kept his 8 pet frogs in the back.
No, we cleaned the blood out of the back seat. No, like we scrubbed it down. Okay, fine. We cleaned the blood out of the front seat too.
No need to be alarmed. The screaming coming from the back is malfunction of the speakers.
What do you mean it's not moving? You have to pedal. That's the whole point.
Okay.
This has 530% APR financing. I don't know what that means.
Haha, yep. This guy's haunted.
Does this car have 4-wheel drive? What do you mean? Yeah, it has 4 wheels. I don't know what you're saying.
Well, I'll sell you this car, but you have to drive me around places. Like, I'll pay you for gas money, like sometimes. I need to get places. Yeah, I know she's in rough shape, but I think totaled is a stretch. Let's agree on half.
My wife left me in this car.
If you'll notice, I painted over the windshield to make it look like Lightning McQueen.
Yes, it's an electric car. That means you have to plug it in. So I'll also sell you this super long extension cord.
Alright, so now we're gonna play a quick game of Sex is Like, where you're gonna have to tell me what sex is like because I would not know. So, what is sex like, folks? Just give me a prompt of anything you think of. The Office? Sex is like The Office.
It's closely tied to Netflix. Not anymore, I guess.
Sex is like The Office. It started out in the UK and made its way over to the States. Sex is like The Office. Every time Steve Carell leaves, it just gets worse.
Sex is like The Office. When I got to college, I started hearing about it like all the time, but I don't get it. Sex is like The Office. Like some people watch it, but do it over and over again. I saw it once. I was like, it's fine.
Sex is like The Office. It's better if it's on tape.
Sex is like The Office.
All right. Now, what else is sex like?
open at certain hours during Notre Dame's titles. I don't know.
Sex is like the snipe. It has a very looming presence over all campus.
Sex is like this night. I played a set of music there once, and as I was singing, like 25 people came.
We're gonna get a new prompt because we can't get any better than that. All right. Give me one last thing. What is sex like?
The baby.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. But what is sex like? No, thank you. What else is sex like? What'd you say? You were so enthusiastic at first. What else is sex like?
Not Notre Dame.
Sex is like fast food restaurants. Enjoy.
We have the meats.
Sex is like fast food. I like Hardee's.
Have it your way.
In and out.
I'm loving it.
Sex is like fast food. You're always just a little greasy afterwards.
Sex is like fast food. I only want to do it with 5 guys.
Sex is like the fast food restaurant Subway. You're disappointed if it's less than 6 inches.
Sex with me is like a certain fast food chain. I'm Sonic. Telling your friends about sex with a guy who has a long metal penis. It's like fast food restaurants because you're like, you guys gotta see Long John Silver.
Sex is like fast food. I wish God had supersized me.
I present to you all Carl's Jr.
My name's Carl.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to play a nice game of film noir. I'm the 3 improvisers, specifically the improvisers that are in this. Now, in this game, there's going to be a standard 3-person scene, but at any point, one of the improvisers can step forward and reveal a secret to the audience as I play smooth jazz. And while they do that, we'll be forwarding a secret that nobody else in the scene knows. In order to start the scene, I'm going to need a prompt of something larger than a stick of butter. Yeah, you heard me, a stick of butter. What is larger than a stick of butter? 2 sticks of butter is your prompt. Take it as you will, and begin.
Oh, dropped my sticks of butter.
Listen, Brenda, stop trying to sabotage my bake-off.
You win every year. It's just not fair, Joe.
I don't want to keep having this fight with you, Brenda.
Why can't we just work together?
The competition just started. You're already crying. Hey, Brenda. Things are always getting rough on Team Joe. You can always switch over to Team Gerald if you want it. Gerald, I swear to God.
That offer sounds pretty appealing.
Brenda, come on. I mean,
I think I got a banana split over here.
oh, hey there. All right, I'm sorry I make fun of your puns. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. I guess I'll take my shirt off. Yeah, those 2 sticks of butter.
You know it.
Gerald's my older brother. And I got the good baking genes. He got the sexy, tall genes. And no matter how shitty his cupcakes are, I always lose my team members to Gerald and his rock hard abs. Why don't you go work out, Gerald? Hey, don't mind me, I'm just shredding cheese. You know I can't do that, Gerald. That's not fair.
Oh, it tastes delicious.
Oh, really? That's a first? His hair is in that. I love his hair. I just want to be a good baker. All the lifting bicep curls and tricep extensions can't change the fact that my brother can outbake me any day of the week. I'll never be whole. Really? You thought it was good?
Yeah, so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Like, you mean it?
Yeah.
Wow. Shit, what are these? Oh.
I set up this competition, so I get to judge these two cupcakes between each other. I say that I'm helping them, but I'm really sabotaging it. No, I think you should add some more salt in there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who knows.
Yeah, like just like a whole cup.
Oh, God. I mean, I've done brain.
I'm gonna
Gerald,
check out how
you're-
he's doing.
You're putting a whole cup of salt in that?
Yeah, she also told me to do a whole thing of vanilla extract.
Yeah.
All right, you do you, man. It's a competition.
All right, I'm gonna go put 2 raw eggs.
You should just put like 5 cups of rum in there.
I know how to bake, and that's wrong.
I'm just trying to help you. You wanted me to be on
All
your
right, sorry.
team. You
I'm
got
sorry.
mad when I asked Gerald, Joe.
Okay.
I don't know what you want.
All right, you got me. I'm let's just say that baking is kind of my thing.
It's your thing.
Well, it's an expression.
It's an expression of yourself.
Yes, that's how I express myself. Gerald expresses himself with this sick body.
Well,
and I bake brownies.
I can do more than sexy body.
That's all you are, Gerald, right?
Well, you don't express yourself very well.
You know, Gerald, I feel like ever since we met Brenda, we've just been, drifting apart.
Yeah, we used to be like 2 peas in a pod.
Right. I would bake you cookies, and then you would just say, "No, thanks, I'm on a diet."
I miss those days. Back in Paris. Guys,
Yeah, Paris. Get back to baking. Whoa.
Oh, what happened to that, brotherly love that we had?
you know what happened? Fucking
Brenda.
Hey, guys.
Hey, she's always telling me, whispering things in my ear like, "You'll never have washboard abs like Gerald."
And she's always telling me to put rat poison in my cupcake.
Why do you listen to her?
I don't know, she knows baking.
I've never said those things. What?
No, I distinctly remember you saying, "You will never have a body like Gerald, you piece of shit." Like right in my ear.
Maybe I said you'll never.
You didn't even whisper it.
I remember you
screamed it from across the room.
Just maybe that was someone else. Maybe.
I remember you putting arsenic on a spoon and making me taste it.
It tastes good.
I don't know, it tastes like bitter almonds.
Wait. Is this because I beat you in that bake-off in 5th grade?
Oh,
No.
it's just because I beat you in that squat competition in 5th grade?
No, that's not what it is. That didn't make me insecure at all.
We love you for you.
Not for how many squats I can do.
Never.
Oh, because you told me to put rat poison in my recipe. Come here. Come
So now we're gonna play a nice fun game of Dinosaur Animals. All right, so in this really exciting game, we're gonna have an author. I know I feel like that author, and the author is gonna be Declan. Declan is gonna write a really enthralling book, and these 3 improvisers are gonna act out what happens in that book. Before we begin, we're gonna need a nice title. So, can I ask for a book title that surrounds a non-geographical location? A question, perhaps.
It's like Bridgerton, but on the highway.
Bridgerton, but on the highway. Is your prompt? Take it as you will and begin.
Can't wait to get that on fanfiction.net. Oh, wow. All right, this Bridgerton forums is going to be blown away. All right. Bridgerton, but on the highway by Carl's Jr. All right, chapter 1, the highway. It was a sunny day on Route I-64 when one of that sexy guy from Bridgerton came out. He was driving down when he saw that other sexy guy from Bridgerton.
Oh, you're here.
I would say the same to you.
And he did.
It's too bad we're in gridlock traffic. Otherwise, I'd show you the power of this 19 horsepower engine. I could say the same to you about my 19 horsepower engine.
The fumes were making them lose their British accents.
We're talking kind of funny. Hey, let's step out and get some fresh air. Oh, thank goodness. Oh,
Man,
so much better.
I feel normal.
Yes, I know. Finally reclaimed our senses of self.
We're dignified.
With the sense of self re-established, the sexy guy 1 noticed sexy guy 2's abs.
Oh my goodness! Your abdominals!
Oh, you were able to see them through the vest.
Through your vestments!
I know, they're quite, yes.
They're quite bulbous.
Sexy guy 2 noticed sexy guy 1's calves.
Oh my, wow! How do you get that kind of definition?
Oh, you just hop.
Well,
Yes,
I believe you definitely impress the ladies of the court like that.
by strutting around my calves.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
you've got quite the curve.
Dears, you've taken a liking to my bulging calves.
They are quite bulging.
You want to see them in action?
Oh, I would love nothing more.
I'm never going to stand a chance now.
Hup.
Oh!
Please, please move away. I see some bulging abdominals
Oh!
over here.
Yes, I could shred cheese on these.
And he did. It was super hot.
That's such a good parlor trick.
Yes, would you like some Westminster cheddar from the Isles of Brussels?
Delicious.
The sexual tension was unbearable. Chapter 5. Let's skip over to chapter 5. 5 years later. They're still on the highway.
This traffic is unbearable.
I can't believe we've been here for 5 years.
I don't even have a car.
Would you like to hop in my vehicle?
It only took you 5 bloody years to ask.
Well, perhaps you could skip into mine.
Oh, save it.
Lady Bridgerton knew that this was the moment she had to decide between Hawkeye 1 and Hawkeye 2.
Even numbers are better. I'll
But
just say it.
I'm number 1.
No, don't listen to him. That's factually incorrect.
It's my number in the script.
No, he's right. I can't argue.
Oh shit, 2 referential. Edit that out.
I believe I'd like to see a duel.
All right. Well,
Suddenly their cars turned into horses. And they were on the dueling ground.
hang on. Get my pauldron hoisted. Thank you.
Over those bulging abs.
Yes,
Hawkeye 1 was sweating because he was thinking about those abs.
It's so hot in this armor.
Oh,
I'm all worked
how?
up
How'd you
over
fit
those
those calves?
abdominals.
How'd you fit them in there?
Hawkeye 2 took his chest right off because it was so sweaty.
Please, gentlemen, focus on me.
It was too late. They were lost. Waves aloft.
I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
I think we should agree that we're both beautiful.
Yes.
What about me?
Lady Bridgerton said.
Well, I guess we could all be beautiful together.
Chapter 7.
As our Lord and Savior said, all right. So, next we're going to play a nice friendly game of Bitch Queen. So can I get 3 improvisers up? Woo! And this round went right cloud. All right, so we're going to play a standard 3-person scene. But every time, if I hear something I don't like because I'm a dictator, I can say, bitch, please, and they have to redo it. For example, Brennan, what do you want for breakfast?
French toast.
Bitch, please.
My rat.
Satisfactory to me. So, in order to begin this scene, we're going to need something that is smaller than a stick of butter. And you can't say half a stick of butter. All we're saying words is the same 4 letters in a different order.
Really tiny rat.
Mouse is the prompt. Take it as you will and begin.
Morrison. Oh, Matthew Morrison, you son. Oh, look at him, Matthew Morrison. What a splendid rat indeed. He's a mouse, and please do not grip him by his tail. But I must use the tail of a mouse for my cauldron.
Bitch, please, what does he need the tail of the mouse for?
I need the tail of the mouse to make a vegan smoothie. Oh, vegan smoothie? What are you trying to cater to, millennials? Why, yes. Did I hear vegan smoothie? Oh, yes, you did not, baby boy. Is it for sale? Oh, yes. It only costs one toe.
Bitch, please, what does it cost?
It costs 2 toes.
Bitch, please, what does it cost?
Your dignity. Excuse me, ma'am. You must talk to Matthew Morrison, the owner of this shop. Hello, Matthew. Matthew supplies all of our local ingredients. Like the tails? Like the tails. Now, please, won't you come here so I can show you my vat of vegan smoothie? Oh. Here's a cover apron. What? Matthew disapproves of the process.
Matthew,
Oh, Matthew, I have angered you. I believe Matthew would like kale.
What
Kale?
does Matthew want?
Matthew would like the blood of his enemies. The blood of his enemies? Well, I suppose that's me. That's you. What do you want? Like a finger off? Is that enough? Let me ask Matthew. No, he does not want you. That will not please him. I'm not his enemy. Oh, Matthew, are we friends? Ow! Motherfucker bit me! That's his way of saying hello. Tis I your enemy, Matthew? No. Tis not you either. Is it you? Matthew? Matthew wants your blood. No, Matthew. Give me Matthew now. I'll save you from her, Matthew. Get in the smoothie. If Matthew pleases. Oh, it is exactly what Matthew pleases. Now burn. She's a witch. Burn her.
Good for Matthew Morrison. You know, he really made some real progress after Glee turned into a mouse. Now we're going to need 3 more improvisers up here for a quick game. Actually, probably not a quick game. Oh, game! Once again, a murmur of applause. So, we are playing a decade. In this game, there is a 3-person scene. And there will be 3 separate geographical locations. At any time, I can cut to any of the geographical locations. At the end of 3 cuts, one of these lovely improvisers must die. Dun, dun, dun. But first, I'm going to need to get those 3 non-geographical locations. So, can I get some prompts, ladies and gentlemen? Taco Bell is your first one.
Nice.
The zoo and the water park.
Okay, Taco Bell,
The
zoo,
zoo, and the
water
water
park.
park. All right, we're going to start at Taco Bell, where dreams go to die. And begin.
My pizza's doing way better than your Taco Bell, bud. Nothing to say, John? Huh?
You know what, Brendan? After like years of bickering, I just learned to just tune you out. See, I'm tuning you out. I don't even care.
What do you mean? No,
I don't even. Do you see me? Do you see? I'm ignoring you. Can't you?
John, you can't ignore me.
I'm ignoring you right now. Look how well I'm ignoring you.
Is that a Pizza Hut pizza?
Yeah.
Well, what about a Taco Bell taco?
Oh, no.
What kind of Pizza Hut pizza is
It's a
that?
combo.
It's
got everything on it.
garbage. You don't want it.
No, the taco's like it. That's
Do you
horse
want-
meat.
Do you have a box?
It's not 100% horse meat.
I saw spinach.
Freeze! What do you do?
Look, mommy, I'm with the lion.
Oh, picture of him. He's so
What do you
cute.
mean? He's gonna get
He's
big.
growling.
Son, get away from the lion.
Oh, he's
Look, he put his head in his mouth.
Honey, how are you okay with this? He's gonna.
We paid extra for the Upholst Palace. Don't complain. It's family vacation.
The lion's gonna bite his head off.
Bye, Nigel.
The water park.
Wow. Weird the water park got a mascot.
I know. Even weirder that it's a sled.
Yeah, right? That seems a little toned up.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys.
Sleds don't talk.
I make $7 an hour to dress up like a sled. I could just get a little respect once in a while.
You're not a very anatomically correct sled.
Wait a minute.
Oh, fine. You want to see me be a sled? Fine. Oh, look here. There. Is that better?
Wait a minute.
That looks like a sled.
The Taco Bell.
Sleeping on the job. Come on, make the pizza.
Oh. Sorry. I've just been up for like 24 hours. I must have fallen asleep. Just dead dropped.
Yeah, on the floor.
I
That
heard
was
that happens when you drink the Baja Blast.
Yeah.
No, that's a rumor. That was started
I
on an
just-
internet forum.
I just don't know which of you
Just
to
eat this
snack
taco.
with. Oh,
Free.
What do you?
The zoo.
oh, did you pluck that out of a nest, darling?
Yeah. It's a big egg. I think it's from an ostrich.
They're endangered. What are you
Get a
doing?
picture with the two of us with
I'm
the
not.
egg.
That will. It's highly illegal, darling.
It's family vacation.
Oh, don't do this.
I have
again.
something else for you.
Yes,
This
darling.
rhino horn.
Oh.
Free. The water park.
Just take a picture of me in the sled, like ironically. He likes it, it's fine.
Jason? From high school?
Oh, shit!
You're a sled now?
Dude, weren't you like gonna be valedictorian?
You're going to Harvard.
I was going to Harvard, but
I gotta get a picture.
no. You gotta
Jason!
I have a story to tell. You just want me to be just shut up and be a sled. I get it.
Sled Jason, jeez.
Free. The Taco Bell.
I feel bad for him. He keeps shitting his pants.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take
That's why I was on the floor. I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
Oh, everyone's gonna see this.
No. Oh, I can't.
Embarrassed! Give him your pizza box to cover it up. Boys, I think we can agree that both Taco Bell and Pizza Hut are.
You're just a customer.
Yeah, come on. Don't get in the way of this war.
I'm just trying to end a little feud and make a little love here. It's
You're one of
fine.
those hippies, aren't you?
And if there's one thing we agree on,
Yeah.
I
it's
think
that we hate hippies.
I think Taco Bell and Pizza Hut can combine into a beautiful.
You know what? Feed her the Baja Blast. You'll
No.
kill her in a
Yeah,
minute.
drink.
No! Oh God! Why is
Okay.
it neon?
Free. The zoo.
Oh my gosh, darling, are you okay? Why'd you throw that big rock at her?
It's fun. It's
I
part
saw
of
the
the
monkeys do it.
experience.
Why were you in the monkey
And
cage?
now I'm gonna fling my shit at her.
No, don't do that!
Oh, too late.
No! This is a disaster!
Darling, if you're gonna fling the shit, make sure your father's taking a photo for the album.
Oh, God.
You're crazy!
Ooh, Daddy, the lion is right behind you. Let me
Wait,
give me the camera.
No,
All right.
wait, don't!
Pose like you're really
Oh,
afraid.
oh, it's
yes.
Oh, this is perfect.
Don't stop taking a
Smile
picture!
real big.
Oh, it's dragging me away!
Daddy, I can't see your face.
Oh, it's
Don't
dragging me
make a face.
away!
Say, I love my face.
Oh, it's throwing me around!
The water park.
Whoa, who's the sled now?
No! It's 50 years later.
Oh my God.
No, look, I swear, I was cool. I was an investment banker. Just a few bad investments, and I had to get a different job.
I walked into the wave pool and came out pregnant with triplets. Time has not been kind.
And yet you are in a big fancy suit.
Hey, remember
Obviously.
we were all pals in high school and we joked about you being a sled? That was so
I do remember.
ironic that we did that.
I don't know about ironic. It was kind of mean.
Oh, but we were joshing with you. We were just goofing you around.
You kicked me while I was down and said, "Oh, you're just a sled, and you'll always be a sled."
You
Sorry.
look so smart. You look
Oh, do
like-
I?
Yeah, you look so proud of yourself.
Maybe I am. I worked at that job, $7 an hour, put myself back into Harvard. Went to the top of J.P. Morgan.
You're everything I hate about this world.
Investment banking? Well, you were once me.
Oh,
Oh, what? Are you gonna kill me?
I'm gonna eat the rich!
No! We are now going to invite all of the rest of our improvisers on stage to play a quick game of freeze. And the most band is going away. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, you know? So, we're just going to play a quick game of freeze. So, to begin, we're going to need Vincenzo. Come on up. And we're going to take that closer. Now, we're going to need to know, what is Vincenzo doing? Give me an action.
Medical malpractice.
Yeah, medical malpractice. And what is Matt Joseph doing? That maybe a little bit less specific.
Smoking cigar.
Yeah, spraying cheese. All right, Ray, whatever you do with cheese, go ahead and begin.
Don't eat the soup. It's too hot. You're gonna burn. No! Oh, Elle, why did you warn me? You have no concept of cause and effect. I am upset with you for this reason. Come on, Dad. I drank the soup a little bit. I know, but now my tongue is a little tight. Oh.
If I look into the crystal ball, I can see you'll die by fall.
What? Oh, do I find love before then?
Do you find love? Pie in the face.
Oh, I fall for it every time.
Oh, Bobo the Clown.
Canada, welcome to Canada. Oh, I just snuck across the border. Thank God I'm in Canada. I mean, I got here legally.
You just want a free med care, don't you?
Oh, no, my arm is perfectly working.
Now you know the rules. 3 paces, we turn and we shoot. All right. 1, 2, 3. Boom!
All right, you're gonna have to stop aiming those guns at me. I just want to give you your Amazon package.
Well, you know, I'm not too trusting of people who come on my property.
Oh, you should trust this.
Freeze. Oh my God, now I've got the pie in the face.
Ah, get you every time.
And see.
Oh.
That's beautiful. Watch. All right, now give it up for the Isabella.
Nick,
Jenna. Lucy. Megan.
Brennan.
Matt Joseph.
Vincenzo.
And Declan. And we have 2 people who it's their first time showing. Have a good night.